there. Now let me bring this back up here. Go over here. And reload that here. Because I'm live in 2 places. The old razzle dazzle. And the old razzle dazzle steak stream switcheroo. And we're not doing an outro or anything. We're just gonna flip just like this. Fun plan indeed. Actually, before I do this, I kind of, that would be all right. All right. I've got that saved. I need to double check and make sure I got that saved. And we're just doing this right here. So don't go anywhere, okay? Just hang tight. All right. Now let's make sure that it worked. Let's make sure that it worked. Did it work? Yeah, worked. Okay, cool. All right. Let's go do this real quick. Yeah, yep. This is going to be super quick, and then we're going to go right back to the game. I'm going to leave. Actually, I need to pause the game. I didn't even pause it, dude. Did I? Yeah, I didn't even pause it. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. I gotta.
Lucky I'm not making you
Hold on, damn it.
swim.
There we go. All right. Now it's paused. Okay. Let's cook a steak real quick. That sound good to y'all? We're going to do this all on the cast iron, by the way. All this is going to happen inside here. That's about what we're going to have right there. Height-wise, hit the like button on the way in, indeed. Is that too tall? Yeah, that might be. Oh, you know what I need? I just need to grab a stand. We are going to have a snack attack. That's exactly what we're doing. And we're just being swift with ooh, come on, don't hit the wall. Nice. Got that out smooth. Okay. By the way, this is the setup. You see it? This is our setup here. I got my blackout curtains and my light and everything up there. Because I'm a vampire. In case you guys ever want to see a little behind the scenes, that was that. All right, let me put that right there. And now this guy, perfect. Can go just like that. Nice. Cool. All right. And we were talking about this earlier. This is my wok. Or Imusa. This is my wok right here. But this is that cast iron. Look at that glimmer in that thing right there. Hell yeah. First things first. This guy. We'll do that right there. We'll get us an onion. Oh, first I need to get my steak out. This is the steak we're gonna do. It's a nice little cut with some good fat on it. Here's how I do. Usually, on a plate, I'll take some paper towels. And sit them down like that. And keep the hands kind of clean. And take another paper towel on top. Maybe a little bit more. Give the hands a wash. And now we can do what we were going to do. The steak's going to be doing its thing. I'll set that over there. Usually this is bad. You don't want to put a steak or put anything on a eye of the stove that isn't being used. Just you don't want to get in the habit of sitting anything on the stove, but I know I'm only using the one eye, so I'm going to be all right. In fact, I'm probably going to go ahead and get some heat going to it. Let's see. You know, I might want 2 onions. I might want a lot of onions with this steak. Come on, I just really want this to peel off nicely. Come on, keep coming. Just like that. Oh, no. Okay, well. Looks like you need to go too, though. Yeah, you know what? We'll just take this layer off and we will use 2 onions. That piece is good. Get this one to come off good too. Yeah. There we go. Well, this piece is kind of coming off good. Oh, there it is. Good. Easy enough. And yeah, I'm going to do one more onion. Because I want a lot of onion here. All right, get all that outer nasty off. Yep. Now, is this one going to be a little more agreeable? Perfect. I like how this is coming off. That's how you want it right there. Perfect. And don't want that. Or that. Or that. What in the world? How did this get on me? Okay. It's already on. So we're gonna need some butter. And y'all know me. I like to use bacon grease as well. This is some good grease right here. But actually I want to use the rest of this garlic grease, which isn't a lot. And I'm gonna need probably about that big block of butter. We're getting kind of hot, so let's go ahead and get some lubrication in here outside of what was already in it in the seasoning. Let's get a fan going. Like the video if you haven't yet, guys. Subscribe if you're enjoying what's going on here. All right. Then we're going to come in here and scoop out some of that good right there. And I got just a little bit of bacon grease left to maybe make one more thing. And now onions. And then while that's happening, actually you guys can just keep an eye on this. There you go. Yeah, keep an eye on that. There we go. Now let me wash this cutting board. And yeah, so this is gonna take literally maybe another, this is gonna take no time, guys. And we're gonna jump back into the game. Right after we have a little snack attack. This is an extended snack attack, which is why you guys came along. And the game is paused right where we were. And we're going to go straight back into it. This is a pretty neat way to do it too, huh? Isn't it? Now, I was talking earlier about cast iron. I love a good cast iron, man. I really want these onions to get some good color to them, and then I'm gonna break them all up. But I kind of want to get just like a nice bit of char on one side. But this is where the hot spot is right here. So these onions are gonna get. I need to rotate them out. Maybe that's how I'll get to stirring them. Also, I'm going to use this guy for the steak. I can already feel the onions. This might look like I'm kind of just babying them a little bit, but they'll get all mixed up again soon. They just kind of want to. When I start stirring them around, you see some nice brown color on them. That's how you'll know I'm where I want them to be. Or they are where I want them to be, rather. Those look like the only big chunky spirals that I want to get on this hot spot here. And then we'll get to seasoning them in a little bit. Honestly, why not? That actually might work better. We got our steak over here. We want it to dry out, and I'm also sitting it out so that it can reach room temperature. But once it gets dry, I'm going to wait until these onions are about halfway. They're probably a quarter of the way now. So this is probably going to take another... See that color they're already starting to get there? This isn't going to take much longer. This is what I'm getting at. I'm just going to get these onions sauteed up, which is going to take another maybe 10 minutes at this heat, even though it's 2 onions. And then this steak's going to cook so fast. Let me go ahead. All right. Now you see what I'm getting at? How when you flip them around, they get a nice color to them. And once again, guys, we're just taking a snack break from the game. We are going back to the game momentarily. And once again, I'm on the cast iron. I'm staying on medium heat. It's literally up and down like 5. So, look at the chat. What's up, King? What's up, Bong, Jade, Jason, everybody? Any spice for the onions? Okay, I'm glad you asked that. Let me get you a wrench. Any spice for the onions is yes. There are going to be spices for the onions. Yes, we are cooking a steak. There will be spice for the onions. I usually don't season it until it gets to about... I want the onions to start to become transparent, and then I'll hit them with some salt and pepper and maybe some garlic powder. And sometimes also onion powder, weirdly enough. We're starting to see this steak get a little drier. I want to snug it up on the sides a little bit, kind of like a little steak burrito, kind of. You see these onions getting a little bit more color to them. I'm going to let them do their thing for a little bit longer. And then I'm going to add those seasonings I was just talking about. We're going back in for round 2. Now I think it's dry enough on that side for sure. And now on this side, here is what I do. Wash your hands. There's a lot of washing hands in this portion. Also, while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and wash this knife. I meant to wash that a second ago, but I forgot I have a weird OCD about coming back to the sink and seeing things in it. Nothing I hate more than a sink with stuff in it. And I don't mind that for other people. Like, My roommates could leave something sitting in the sink and that really wouldn't like affect me one way or the other. But if it's something that I could have washed and put away, that'll stick with me. So now, after washing the hands, I use a nice coarse salt and just a healthy pinch. I mean, like, almost like, wow, really that much salt? Yes. I'm gonna do both sides like this. One pinch of salt, and I'm almost out of pepper. There's literally only a couple left in there. Hold on. Gotta be gentle. I'm dropping these in there when I'm not using a funnel. There's only a couple more left. Oh, Lord. As I say, you gotta be gentle. And that's that. Oh, hell yeah. Now we're getting somewhere. Look at that. This is also where we're going to do the same thing with the onions, salt, little pepper. Also hit the steak again. Now, this is the other part. You mash that pepper and salt down into that steak. Pick it up, get the sides. Now, hand wash number 2 during this process. You gotta wash the hands after you touch the meat. Them's the rules. I don't write the rules, I just follow them sometimes. All right. See these onions here. Now, this is where you got to be kind of careful, because it can make your cast iron stickier than hell. Now, not that part. This part. I like a little Worcestershire in my onions. Just a little. Honestly, I think that's the end of this bottle, huh? Good, because that was enough. Now we can. Now, I'm going to try to keep an eye on this. And now, the rest of the butter for the other side. And that makes a very pleasant aroma fill the air. The simple salt and pepper, onions. I didn't even do the garlic powder. The bacon grease that I used was bacon grease that I harvested in a old minced garlic jar. So there will be the hint. Two onions was a bold choice, but what can you do? Oh, while that's doing that, let me wash this plate real fast. Wash the raw meat off the plate. Because it is going to be ready for some steak in a minute. Let me set that up on the vertical rack to dry. Meanwhile, these onions are doing magical things. Good Lord, guys. Like the video if you wish you could smell what was happening right now in this pan, because it is incredible. The salted butter, the onions, the meat. It's all very nice. It's all doing very nice things over there. Very nice things indeed. And we're going to do one more quick of this. And then this plate's dry enough. Now for the onions. The acidity from the onions, I can use that to clean this seasoning that is stuck to the bottom of the pan here, along with that nasty, gunky Worcestershire sauce. Steak is resting. It's not done cooking yet. And put this away. I'm gonna have to hit the stove with a little love after that. Put the steak up here. Yeah. Heat goes off. We don't need no more heat. All right. Got everything we need off of that. And we can pull this aluminum foil coverage off of this guy. And only a little bit got through. Give that a quick rinse. And dry. And I'm gonna just leave it to the side to cool off a bit. Whoop. Hold everything. Need another paper towel. There we go, there's some more. That. And just a couple of the crusties. Hell yeah. All right. So now, here's a glass. A little water in there. I like that, by the way. All right. Put a little water in there. Now, switch to cold water. to get this off before it has a chance to stick, because I normally wouldn't try to drop the temperature of a cast iron that fast, but I want to make sure to get this stuff off. That Worcestershire sauce. I guess you'll see some in there. Before it has a chance to harden up. Okay. All right. So I give it a good once over. And then I put it back on the eye like I told you guys earlier. But first, here's our meal. But first, this is always a necessary part of cleaning. And I mean, there's going to be streaks in the thing, but it'll be damn clean. Whoop. All right. So now what we do, oh no, what did I just do? Stupid. I just wiped the inside of this pan out with a paper towel that's full of soap. What an idiotic thing for me to do. And there's one little itty bitty spot right here. This is why you got to be careful with the green tea, kids. It was just an involuntary motion. All right. So now I put that on low. Turn the fan off and I can just hear it click. You guys can hear it too. Shh. You hear it when it came on? It started humming. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that on low. This is cool enough to put away now. That is going to be there, getting rid of the moisture. And then let's, already got a fork. All I need is my knife. This has been 45-minute snack break. Which is nice. One like an uber rare steak. Here we go. Let's see, this can come off of the thing and go this way. Now hear that? It's tummy grumblings. Well, hold on. Actually, it does need to be up high, doesn't it? But it just needs to be further back. So that you guys can also see the food. That's good enough. Oh, that's good enough. So, here we go. Bunch of onions. Exactly what I wanted. That's what we wanted right there, right? Pretty good. Bunch of hot ass onions and some good ass steak. I can still hear the sweet sounds of oblivion coming from my room, waiting for me to return. And guys, like you saw that from starting this stream to eating the first bite of a meal in which we chopped onions, cooked the steak on cast iron, and prepared it to be seasoned. Less than 45 minutes. And I'm here to tell y'all, for a little middle of the night snack, I'm not gonna find anything better than this. Once we're done with the these onions are so good, man. We're gonna jump back and finish this quest. The Knights of the 9-Year Quest, good Lord. Oh yeah, dude. I think that the thing I cook the most is like hot dogs for sure. But a close second is steak and onions on how much I cook. How much I cook it. This is probably my favorite food on earth. Like, how lucky am I that I can cook a pretty good version of my favorite food on earth? Like, I wonder how many people can cook their favorite meal. That's a rare thing, I think. Now, these onions are delicious. But I'll tell you guys a secret. This part of the steak, which is like the fatty tip, is my favorite cut of any type of meat. So I am eating the onions. And now this part I get to enjoy by itself. This, when I show it to you, you'll get it. Look at this. Look at that. You see that? This is my favorite cut. Oh man. Oh my goodness. Like seriously, dude. Look at that. No sauce needed. Salt and pepper go a long way. Especially when accompanied by onions. I'm sort of sad that I don't have some sort of bread to sop up the rest of this juice with. There's that. Now, toss this fatty piece on the rest of this. Gets the good bath. And then guys, it's been 54 minutes, so less than an hour of a break. And then we're heading back to Game Land. Oh, that needs to be hot. This is my favorite knife. I keep it sharp. And I keep it covered, always. Now, this is my favorite plate. No ridges. It's flat, nice and flat. Well, I mean the lip, but that's not a ridge. There's nothing for a mess to stick to. It's just a nice flat plate. Easy to clean. And this fork is my favorite fork to use. We have several of its type. And I like it. It's got a nice little teardrop handle. A little teardrop handle. I like it. And then make your spun last longer. When you're done washing all of your dishes, verify that you are, and we are. Get all the soap out of it. Rinse all the soap off of that. And I mean, squeeze the bejesus out of it. Take your paper towels. Wipe all that down there, and then toss away your strainer. Rinse out your steel wool. Now, give that the wipe down. The counter you had over here, give that the wipe down. You've already gotten the whole stove, so that's wiped down, and that's that. Better than how we found it. And we'll come back in about an hour or so and check on the cast iron. Sound good? All right. Now, 420 watching. Y'all know what that means. Now we're switching back to the game. So, I'm going to let's come on in here. Look, an Oblivion Gate update. And we are there. We just start streaming. We're not even doing any of the other stuff. We're not even doing any of the pleasantries. Okay. Reload. And customization, redirect, look, an Oblivion Gate, save. And